welcome back to the Macro Gamer channel. My name is Mark Hassingham. Today we're going into our Shield Portfolio's weekly numbers. This is as of week 70 for on the date 11/21/25, which is on a Friday. So I'm doing this a day earlier, and I'll release the video on Saturday. This is as of Friday's numbers. So we have our Weapons of Finance. This is our Shield strategy. This is our primary portfolio. It's a defensive strategy. It's focused on preserving and protecting wealth, continuous and stable returns, balanced diversification, global economic resilience, and dynamic management. So this is our portfolio's net worth as of week 70. Current net worth is $914.49, with a total gain of $120.60 and a money-weighted return of positive 28.95%. So that's our all-time data over week 70. We have our portfolio weekly data for week 70. So it's the past 7 days. We have a loss of $8.33 and a money-weighted return of negative 0.92%. So you can see our curve on the chart. Then we have our portfolio monthly data for week 70. This is the past 30 days, going back to October 21st. We have a loss of $16.94 and a money-weighted return of negative 1.89%. So that's the past 30 days. Then we have our quarterly data for week 70. This is the past 90 days, going back to August 21st. We have a gain of $66.76. and a money-weighted return of positive 8.67%. Then we have our yearly data for week 70. This is the past 365 days, going back to November 21st, 2024. We have a gain of $106.37 and a money-weighted return of positive 20.15%. Then we have our portfolio all-time data for week 70. So this goes back to portfolio inception, back on July 19th, 2024. We have a gain of $120.60 and a money-weighted return of positive 28.95%. So our performance has been coming down. The market has been coming down. We have our weekly percentages. This is for week 70. On the right, you can see our target weighting. So gold still at 45% with our GLD ETF. Bonds at 15% with our GOVI ETF. Commodities at 15% with our USCI ETF. Stocks at 10% with our RSP ETF. US dollar at 10% with our UUP ETF. Bitcoin at 5% with our IBIT ETF. And you can see the performance is pretty negligible. Like I said, for the past couple weeks actually now, the market's been coming down. Then we have our monthly percentages for week 70. So that's the past 30 days. You could pause the video. You could look at the numbers on the chart or on the screen. Then we have our quarterly percentages for week 70. So it's the past 90 days, the performance of the assets. And then we have the yearly percentages for week 70, so the past 365 days. You can see the performance. And then we have our all-time percentages for week 70. So it's back to that July 19th, 2024. And keep in mind that the GOVI and the IBIT have not been in the entire time, so their numbers are a little bit off. That's okay. But those are our percentages so far. We've had no portfolio or position changes since April 30th, 2025, so we still haven't done anything. still having gold being dominant in the portfolio, and it's ran like crazy. We have portfolio transaction for week 70. So every week we auto deposit $10 into the cash account. When the cash account exceeds $25, then it invests it into the portfolio. So we have a $30 deposit, and we have $5.97 going to bonds, $5.11 going to stocks, $10.22 going to Bitcoin, $3.62 going to gold, $1.57 going to US dollar, and $3.53 going to commodities. And this is on November 19th. It's a transaction date. Then we have our Illuvium staking for week 70. So we have a current ILV price of $7.30. So the crypto market's coming down. We have ILV staked 33.49 total ILV staked. So we have a total value of $244.45. There's actually a new staking protocol, I think V3 they're on now, which I'll have to look into that. So this is, I guess, still version 2. Now there's version 3, which I think is being staked on Base, which is Coinbase's protocol, I believe. So we have, let's look more into it. Man, struggling. So we have our Illuvium investing for week 70. So we have currently 4 unlocks that we can withdraw whenever we want. We still have some more locked up. So this is page 1. This is page 2. These are all still locked up. We have page 3. So at the end of November, we're going to add another one. And we still have no new ILV distribution, just the original 0.024 we've gotten over 3 times. 3 individual payments. And no transactions yet. There we go. Okay. So that is our weekly numbers. So now we go into our charts. Start with gold, our GLD ETF. Extend these bars out. So you can see it's way out of its range. So going back to all the way back here, September 23. All the way till now. Just been up and to the right. My God! Freaking coughing can't clear my throat. Apologize. Gotta double up, trying to get some freaking water in me. Holiday season too, so I'm getting sick, I can guarantee it. Anyway, up and to the right. So it's starting to come down. You can see gold correcting, so it got all the way up to this peak, and then it started to come down, had a lower high right here. So we're waiting to see what happens. This might be a continuing downtrend, so I might downsize because I don't want to lose too much if it goes down. But gold's still dominant position, still very strong. What price are we at right now with gold? So we're over $4,000 still. So, still high, still very high. We have commodities. Looks like it's just barely starting to dip into this upper trend. So if we look at it on a 5-year chart, again, going back to the beginning of the COVID pandemic in March 2020, you see commodities have been up and to the right. We have this lower trend channel, and this upper trend channel, then the above the upper trend channel, but as you can see, there's this candle wick that came down sharply. So maybe commodities are starting to have a bit of a correction and maybe come back to this trend channel. We haven't been in here since August, so we've been above it since August. So let's watch and see what happens with commodities. And bonds, slowly starting to come up, creeping up. Same thing since the beginning of the COVID pandemic, back in March 2020. Bonds have been coming down, kind of hit this bottom in October 2023, and it's just been kind of pulling in around the bottom. But we're still looking at bonds as the alternative when shit hits the fan, so it's not necessarily going down, it's just going slowly up. So keep it at a 15% position. Look at the US dollar, it's really coming up now. It's really starting to come up now. It's like came down and it's scooped and it's come back up. If we look at the DXY, see it's right at that 100 line. So on the DXY, this trend is, goes back to April 2008. It's just been up and to the right for a while. And then this 100 line is kind of like a big round number, so people get very cautious around it. But right now it's kind of curling up right under it. So I might get above it, which might be a good time to increase my position into UUP. See what happens though. Then we have RSP, or Equal Weight Stock Index. So it's starting to come down. Look at this. So it's out of the trend, and now it's below the previous peak going back to November 2024, or a peak before it came down. So now we're below that. So it's really coming down. I think too, if you look at the S&P, yeah, it's really coming down. It's still in this trend channel, but there we go. But it kind of hit the top of this trend channel. Now it's coming down, but still in the trend channel though. Still up there. Still making it. And this goes back to November of 22. So kind of came out a couple times, but it's mostly been in this trend channel all the way through. So you can see its performance there. But it's definitely coming down. It's correcting. It's not game over, but it's correcting. And then the worst one, Bitcoin, is just puking. Bitcoin is just puking. Look at this IBIT right here. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Look at that. Had the big run up, and then just big sell off. Crazy. What's the Bitcoin price at right now? It's so down. Below 85,000. I think it's official that this red line is very dominant still. I think it's official because we have the 2017 peak right here. Bitcoin got to like 20 grand. Then we got the 221 peaks where Bitcoin kind of topped around 60K. And then we got the 2024 and 2025 peak where we kind of had around 100K. And it's coming up recently up to about that 120K mark, but it struggled to get above it, and it was barely above this line, and then it crashed hard. So now it's like really low. So Bitcoin is just, I don't know if the cycle's over. It might be over. Hopefully there'll be cycles in the future. I'm sure there will be. But as of right now, I think this cycle might be over. Because just look at it. Just look how well it just syncs up with that line. Of course, now it frees up on me. There we go. Just look how well it syncs up with that line. Now it's just puking right now. It's almost to the lows that it was at, like 80,000 in March. So crazy to see. Anyway, there we go. As a portfolio. So that is our weekly numbers. So again, this is our weapons of finance, our shield strategy. This is the primary portfolio. It's a defensive strategy. Focus on preserving and protecting wealth, continuous and stable returns, balanced diversification, global economic resilience, and dynamic management. So as always, thank you for watching. If you have any questions, comments, criticisms, let me know. Have a good day.